So what gets you
off
kicked?
the yard.
What gets you kicked off?
You getting medevac or you get put on a stretcher off their yard.
It's no walking off.
And you ain't just gonna enjoy yourself and walk up the walk. Nah, you ain't no walking, bro. You can't walk, bro.
I hate you
gotta make an example.
I hate you.
We gotta make an example. We gotta make you an example. We gotta let it know we are not tolerating rats. We don't tolerate rats. Bro, in the penitentiary, there's a gun tower.
What he got to survive on his own? It's just like survive. It's like just survive it.
Oh, what? In the penitentiary?
Nah, all right, say like a nigga rat, they send his paperwork under the door, boom, y'all know the men get up on him. They get to cooking them and shit. It's like, it's on him to survive. Like, if he survived the knives and shit, like, it's up to him. Or do they, like, stab him to the death, like, to he can't, like...
People died, some people made it.
It's 50, baby.
Bro, you got people that's stabbing them that's not coming home, bro. Their thoughts to come home are over with. So all they got to do, they live off their names now. Their names are nothing. Their names are the only thing that their names and their honor are the only thing that they got, bro. You got people that are in their mind, I'm going to die in here.
All right. So
I'm never going to touch a woman or see the streets again.
Say if a nigga like boys, right? In jail. But he go hard as shit and he one of the men. Could you still be labeled a man if you openly let him know? Cause I be hearing niggas be on boys, but they still the men though. Like they just I can't really explain it, but that sounds weird.
So let me break it down to you, right?
Basically, I'm saying, how do they not get stabbed up too? Basically,
I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. When I first got to the system, I was homophobic. I couldn't take it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't like what was going on because of so many years of hearing about rape, you know what I mean. So people had to teach me. Like I went to one spot, bro. And no homie brought me commissary when I got there because they heard so many stories about me, like, oh, Slim a crash dummy. Slim, you know, he gonna destroy the yard. Slim is a robber. Slim, you know what I mean? So a lot of homies didn't like me. They was like, oh man, fuck that nigga.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna cut you off. And why I wanna know that, because they saying pedophiles get stabbed up. They saying rats get stabbed up. I wanted to know, did the guys, because I be hearing about guys in jail, they be having boyfriend shit, but they don't be checked in or they don't get stabbed up.
Yeah,
I want to know the difference between them. It's like still same thing, like a nigga on ass and a nigga that's on ass. It's like how the fuck they ain't get, that's all. I'm asking questions, y'all.
So they had to teach me, right? They had to teach me. In jail, you see but you don't see, you hear but you don't hear. When a lot of shit like that, right? Boom, but I'm gonna break that down so I'm gonna go a little further. Men in jail, you gonna learn that men have the right to do whatever they want to do, Slim, with their life and their penis, bro. You know what I mean? Like if that's what they on, Slim, that's what they on, Slim. You know, it don't take away from them being dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Them being on hand pumps or like a little sneaky head every once in a blue, don't take away from them being dangerous, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it become and then it become the norm. You know what I mean? It become the norm because it's like,
how do he not get stabbed up? And the person who,
because you know, having a boyfriend in jail with a lot of people is the norm, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, if that's what them choose to do, it's
what's the difference between a nigga who takes some ass in jail and a nigga who gets some ass in jail?
One, taking can be any one of us, bro. If a dude is taking, like, I wouldn't.
That's the difference.
You know what I mean? It's like, so it'll strike me, and it'd be like, no, like what I'm saying, what you like, you preying on young niggas that don't know no better, and a lot of us were young niggas that didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Now, with people that's on it, it's consensual. You know what I mean? It's consensual.
I hate jailhouse rules, bro. jailhouse
You
rules
got
are.
one that's saying, I got the
Who
peanut butter,
made
and
these
it's another saying,
rules,
I got the
bro?
jelly.
These rules are crazy, bro.
But I'm saying,
You
bro, I'm
should
saying
have
if you got,
no way.
I'm saying, but just think about it though, bro. If you got
Allowing a nigga
one
to get some
saying,
ass is crazy.
but I'm saying, listen, right? If you got one saying, I got the peanut butter, and another one saying, I got the jelly.
And why the fuck? And who got the bread? Ain't no bread.
The buns.
No.
It's not on bread. It's
They
on
can't
buns.
make peanut butter and jelly with no buzz. It shouldn't be no buzz. They making the wrong meals in that motherfucker.
Hey, look, you want me to give you a wild jail story still?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
real wild jail story. I went in. So one night, right? You know, I sleep next to. I sleep. You know, my cell. You know, in the feds, it's a vent. It goes straight through all the cells, right? So you can hear what's going on in the next cell in the vent, right? So look, right? Look, go ahead, y'all. Watch this, right? So I'm laying in the bed one night, me and my celly, right? We lay, he in his bunk, I'm in my bunk, I'm laid back. So all I hear is, right? So I'm like, oh, hey, right? So the gay guy, you know, he's with this man, right? And all you hear is stop, right? And then you know, because you know they got that voice like stop. You know, they got that voice, they got that feminine voice, man. Boom. And then you know, you hear the boy say, stop. I told you, stop. I woke up still. I cried. But I still, me and my celly, right? I took a cardboard and some glue. I glued it over the fit, man. It was hot as a motherfucker there. I glued that fish. I put so much tissue and paper in the fit. And the boy said, Dad, I told you stop. I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. It fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. But fucked me up. Traumatized. You know what I mean?
Jail a lot to deal with.
Nah, mentally, you know, jail was designed for mental torture, bro. Like to mentally break people. You know what I mean? So, like for real, bro. Like anybody that went through the system, like if they had a mental break, bro, like you gotta give them credit, bro. Cause like them cells and them that whole design is for mental torture. You know what I mean? To really, they think, you know, because mind you, jail was created when they still believe putting sharp things on your head to electrocute your brain would get you back in order. You know what I mean? Like it was built for
That's
mental
why I don't know
torture, bro.
why people don't commend me. I don't go there. I never been there. I'm thank God.
Yeah, see, like my man Solid Nine say, see, my man Nine was locked up with me, right? Like, bro, either you be it or you go crazy. Like, either, like one or the other, bro. You either be it and laugh or you go crazy. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to the men that's going through the struggle, that's holding morals and principles. You know what I mean? And bro, like you can't put everybody on that because, like with me, bro, I got stabbed for dealing with a dude that I read paperwork on that was, you know, dealing like on rape shit. You know what I mean? After I broke his face, you know what I mean? So, like, bro, like it's like, you know, it's different, bro.
How was you in the streets and never been locked up, man? I was in the streets before Instagram and shit, bro. You can get away with shit when I was in the streets. I swear to God. I got out because of these cameras and shit. Like back in the day, a nigga had 10 A-Wicks and walk around this motherfucker and you wouldn't even go to jail. You catch 2 A-Wicks right now, you gonna be on kill mode, stop scrophing, your shit going to jail. This shit gonna be a Riddick. Nigga, you could get away with shit back in the day. Wasn't no Instagram shit. Like, nigga, you had to pull up and get your man. He outside.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real. You know, but like Aunt say, man, it's a lot of men that, you know, was in the streets that didn't get caught. You know what I mean? That didn't get locked up. So, you know, shout out to the men that never got locked up, that never got caught.
And it wasn't like I was no super duper savage, y'all. I was like 1 out of 10 street niggas. I was like a 5. Like I wasn't super duper. Like I ain't come on here. I wasn't Wayne Perry. The fuck?
Yeah, you know.
I can count on my hand how many zips of weed I sold in my life. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I wasn't doing nothing extravagant out there, motherfucker.
And let me tell y'all this, right? It's not a badge of honor or something to brag on to be locked up, bro. Because I ain't had we adapted to being locked up. We figured out a way. But on my mother, I never ran across one man that enjoyed being incarcerated.
Say it again.
So I never ran across one man that enjoyed being incarcerated, that enjoyed being locked up.
No, they just mentally adapt to it.
Yeah, we adapt to it because we there. 100%. Once you're in there, you're in there. It's like
make the best of it.
Like I'm about to make the best of it. We about to make hookups and jail food and laugh about, you know, freaky homies, and you know, we just about to do things to get out to be it, to make our time go by faster, right? However, I done sat down. Listen, man, I sat down with John Gotti's brother, right? And he said, "Psych, I would give up all." I used to mess with that man, Pollock, Louisiana. I say, Gene, man, you was a millionaire, man. If I had your hand, I'd cut both of mine off. And guess what he said? He said, "Psych, man, I'd give up all these millions just to be free again." You know what I mean? I done been around, you know, T. Stuckey from Detroit. Like I done been around some men, man, that was making some serious money on the streets, man. And them dudes be like, you know, I done been around dudes that you looking at the Snap channel, you right there looking at Snap, you look to the right, he's sitting right there beside you. You know what I mean? That like, you know, the motherfucker right there. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, you know, I've been around some shit, man.
None of that should be worth it.
Yeah, this shit definitely don't be worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a homeboy. He was on the move. T-Mobile for some cell phones. He got locked up. They gave him like 8 years, right? This is like his first time getting locked up, so he went to a low. He got 8 years in like a low. Guess what they gave him when he got there? A cell phone.
I mean, see, what you paid Fly, Cadillac, and Broders was definitely. Fly, Cadillac, and Broders are Lawton legends.
They said they was calling shots.
They're Lawton. They are Lawton legends. Like, do you know what year Lawton was built? Do you know what year
I don't even know
Lawton was torn down?
Bro, Eon showed the picture on live and said my family was in it. I wasn't even born when that picture was taken.
You know, man, it's like there are no shot callers in the feds, man. Period, man.
So, if Fly would have been in the joint with you, he wouldn't have been bigger ranked than you in the prison.
Fly is a Lawton legend, bro.
I'm just saying, if y'all was in prison, y'all was in the same jail, is his rank gonna be higher than yours?
So, right. I'm gonna say this.
Don't move the goalpost, like.
No, I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? Fly was never around me.
I'm saying, if y'all was in the same penitentiary,
Let me say this. I was around one dude that when I read the paperwork, he was a rapist. I broke his face. I took his head.
We know you will knock Fly out. We not.
No, listen. No, listen. I'm not talking about Fly. Listen.
I'm talking about how would the men label y'all? Will he be higher ranked than you as a DC black?
Me and people like me, we don't deal with rapists, bro. Straight up down, we don't deal with rapists, bro. We don't deal with rapists, bro. Me and people like me, we just don't deal with them, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking about that, bro, but I'm speaking.
You wouldn't even know those, Syke. You wouldn't know because y'all didn't know. I mean, they didn't know.
Well, about time I came through the system, bro, Fly was an old man. You see what I'm saying? So him being older, they laid back. I was front line. He can't never have a bigger say-so than somebody that's on the front line, bro. I sat in the hole 2.5 years before for pushing that front line for the homies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on lockdown 23 hours and only got 1 hour out, and I had to split it between taking a shower and working out. Right? For 2.5 years, bro. Like, how you come on the yard and you old time, all the old timers want to go to FCIs or make parole, bro. They was on parole and FCIs. I thought I was going to die in jail. I ran around telling people, man, they going to kill me or send me to ADX in this motherfucker. I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't possibly in your mind think that I'm active. That's like on the streets. I'm not active. You know what I mean? And my youngest, they be like, well, listen, get your old ass out the way, because, listen, we busting that shit. Like, I ain't gonna have no more say-so over them. Them youngins is active. Yeah, active. That's how it is in the feds, bro. I was active. Fly was trying to make it home. You know what I mean? Like, and he had health issues. You can't come around me thinking you gonna have more say than Syke, because Syke done pushed the line with niggas. Syke done blew niggas up with niggas. Syke done, you know what I mean? Syke is what you was down Lorton. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So could DC guys get into it with each other?
Ain't no question.
All right. So say if y'all was on the same unit and you not even Fly, just a person of with Fly, his background. Not we're gonna change his name because I don't want y'all to get into it type shit. Make it sound like y'all get into it.
Right.
But a person of his charges, his stature, and who he is, if y'all got into it, would niggas be rolling with him? Would that divide the jail?
He would have lost, babe.
Huh?
He would have lost. He would have lost, babe.
But he'd have had some niggas rolling with him though.
No.
Oh.
Because the thing about it is, bro, if you come to my yard, first off, it's all on who makes it to the yard.
So time out. Yeah, I was gonna say. So what's Eon? Like 5 jail and the homies.
Eon was a good big homie, man. You know what I mean? Eon was doing the law work thing for the men. You know what I mean? Eon was a hell of an asset to the homies. You know what I mean? Eon, like, man, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I don't want to speak on Eon, bro. But, like, a lot of men are hurt that Eon is indulging in a lot of, you know, like the internet stuff, just like with me. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, people know Syke is I be.
You
what I do. I
found your personality with it though now, Syke. You ain't nagging to it. It's like you found your niche to it. It ain't clout chasing what you doing no more. It's like your lane. I can't like first of all we looking like what the fuck Syke talking about today? We looking for that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He using it wrong. He basically got like a DMV platform that he using on some glizzy shit. It's like, bro, glizzy, this Bob's on TV. This ain't DC TV.
Yeah, so you know, Eon